If you thought involving affordable sports cars belonged back in history, then you'll find Toyota's GT86 a welcome breath of fresh air. This revised version isn't any faster than the original, but the suspension's stiffer, the steering's sharper, and it's been made a little bit smarter both inside and out. Otherwise, things are as before. Developed and desired by enthusiasts, the GT86 remains a benchmark in the compact coupe sector, a masterclass in driving dynamics.
On the move, GT86 regulars will note the sharper steering and the firmer suspension of this revised model, plus the selectable track mode that's been added, allowing the driver to better tap into the car's full potential by adjusting the level of stability and traction control. Otherwise, things are much as before, so you get the same 197 bhp 2-litre normally aspirated engine with a modest 205 Nm torque figure, necessitating frequent use of the slick-shifting 6-speed manual gearbox. A paddle shift auto is optional. You sit low down, grasping the smallest steering wheel Toyota fits to any production car, and it's one that's positioned nicely upright so you can flick easily through the corners from lock to lock without any trouble. We should also talk about traction and grip. Now, there's not a lot, and you wouldn't expect there would be, given that quite intentionally the engineers have specified this car to run on essentially the same skinny tyres as a feeble Toyota Prius. Now, that won't do much for your lap times on a track day at Silverstone, but it's an absolutely brilliant recipe for fun on every deserted roundabout, especially in the wet, where power slides are yours for the asking. Brilliant. At first glance, you might wonder what all the fuss is about. The styling, which hasn't changed much with this revised model, remains smart, but it's hardly show-stopping, with classic front-engine, rear-drive proportions, delivering a long bonnet and a rear-set cabin. It's all little change from the prototype that preceded this model's original launch, the GT86 show car that Toyota unveiled at the 2011 Geneva Motor Show, 12 months before production started at Subaru's Gunma plant in Japan. Their GT86 models roll down the same production lines as their all but identical Subaru BRZ counterparts. The only real visual difference between the two cars being this trapezoidal front grille section. Now, that is part of a front end that features a sharper look with this revised model, with smarter headlamp units that create a stronger horizontal emphasis. In this improved model, the instrument panel has a one-piece design with a black finish and slicker carbon fibre pattern detailing. It's all part of an enhanced cockpit that's been revised to create what Toyota hopes is more of a connected feel between driver and car. And central to this is the smarter three-spoke steering wheel, the smallest yet designed for a production Toyota, with a cross-section that's apparently precision calculated to provide the best possible grip and feel. A new 4.2-inch TFT multi-information display is included in the instrument binnacle's triple dial arrangement, with a switchable menu that provides the usual journey, distance and fuel economy information, plus more performance-focused data such as power and torque curves, a stopwatch and a G-force monitor. Now, it is a 2x2, so you do get these tiny rear seats that motoring journalists without small children usually moan about, but which we find really useful, if only for slinging your jacket onto. And a reasonably sized boot, or at least it is once you fold those back seats down to extend the standard 243-litre capacity to a space so usable it'll accommodate a trolley jack and 4 replacement wheels and tyres, so ideal for track day types then. In summary then, the GT86 remains a sports car to savour. One of those rare machines that involves you so much you don't need to be travelling at 3-figure speeds to have fantastic fun. Factor in the affordable running costs and the high residuals, and it becomes a very tempting proposition indeed. In years to come, we think, it'll be seen as a landmark car for Toyota.